Okay, welcome on in to anyone who is here now and to anyone who is joining later on. Hope everyone is having a lovely day. So this is the Minecraft Underground Challenge. Well, part I have no clue. Let's see, part 3. So if you were not keeping up with this challenge is where you are given 5 days of prep, and then after those 5 days you live purely underground. Going above ground instantly means you lose the challenge, no matter the reason. So, for my 5 days of prep, I sat there and gathered as much trees and meat as I could. This is what I have left as far as my meat, and I gathered some saplings while I could. I gathered some seeds. This is my farm. Now, while two people actually decided to go with natural caves for this challenge, me and one other person decided to make our own. Here's my my archery practice room. Not sure what to do with this room yet. Not sure what to do with this room. Or this room. But one thing that I was not expecting is I was not expecting the one thing that actually wound up being a challenge. See, the one thing that I thought would be a challenge was running out of wood. I thought I would run out of wood pretty quickly. But, as you'll see down here, I actually have a decent very good supply. Especially since I got the saplings to grow underground. See? The saplings are growing underground, and I've got over a little under a row of wood. But actually, what wound up being the biggest challenge for me is the boredom of staying underground. I found one natural cave that I stumbled upon while strip mining, and I have already explored that entire cave, which really sucks. Things wound up getting so boring that pretty much out of desperation, I created this room. Honestly, I was not at all expecting boredom to be a challenge, considering most of the time in Minecraft worlds I live underground anyway. But I was genuinely surprised at how challenging dealing with that is. So, I apologize if the stream is boring. However, I'm more than happy to converse with any and all viewers. So please, if you are watching, feel free to chat. I absolutely love talking to you guys, and this is the perfect kind of stream to do that. Hello, little one. Are you going over there to sniff my shoes again? Weirdo. Welcome on in. This is the Underground Challenge stream. So basically, you're given 5 days of prep, and once those 5 days are up, you are forced to live underground. Me and several of my friends started doing it. We thought it would be an interesting challenge, and it definitely didn't turn out how I thought it would. So one of my friends, Robbie, he lasted about, what, 2, 3, or 4 hours? Hold on. I have it written down. So Robbie lasted 2 hours, which I honestly thought he would last way longer than that. Nacho, he did a very smart move and brought some animals, to live with him underground, so that way he had constant supply of meat. Unfortunately, he only lasted 3 hours. He was in the deep dark and got tired of stumbling around the darkness, and when he couldn't find his way out, decided to go above ground for safety because he had some good stuff on him. Which was kind of disappointing because when I found out that he brought animals down to his natural cave to live with him, I was like, wow, that was a really brilliant move. I honestly thought he would end up either being second or the person to last the longest. Unfortunately, he only lasted 3 hours. And my friend Aiden, he's on YouTube, he's the Ideal Grease 556, but he has just started the challenge, and unlike the other two where they lived in natural mines, him and I both decided to strip and create our own little area. He has yet to fail or anything, and his progress is at 2 hours 57 minutes. So essentially 3 hours. I am the person that has been doing this challenge the longest. Surprise, surprise, considering I'm the one who hosted it. I have recently passed, I believe, 18 hours. I'm at 19 hours, 18 minutes, not including the time that I've already recorded today. I still have my stopwatch going for it. But hope everyone's day is going well. Do feel free to chat with me. Honestly, when I started this, I didn't think it would be as difficult to deal with the boredom of being stuck in a cave all day. Nowhere to explore, really. So that's why I'm streaming. I figured that would help alleviate some of the boredom of being underground at all times. That, and I really do enjoy chatting with my audience. So, being that I'm sorry. Being that I am safe almost at all times, this is like the perfect kind of stream to do that for. getting the timing of that wrong. No. I'm actually surprised at how frequently these trees grow. But I had a really brilliant idea, since the upper level of my mines are, well, no longer in use. Sit there and destroy several layers of the ceiling and use that as a new tree area. Guarantees that I could live here literally as long as I need to. And with this much wood coming in, definitely won't run out of that anytime soon. But even if I don't use it for trees, this small area has provided me a very good source of consistent wood, which, if you were here before, you already know that was my main concern when starting, is that I didn't have enough wood. Did a tree just grow behind me and shove me? Yep. Damn. Okay. Welcome on in. We are doing something that me and my friends referred to as the Underground Challenge. You are given 5 days of prep to sit there and gather as much as you can before you are forced to live underground and survive as long as you can. Whoever can live underground the longest without going above ground for any resources or anything in general wins. Honestly, it is a very simple challenge, but honestly more difficult than I wound up anticipating. I figured, so a couple of my friends decided to go into natural cave systems and survive there, which completely fine, you know, as long as you're underground, it doesn't matter what you do. But I chose to mine out my own little cave, as you can see, and I have survived very well. Only issue is, I did not expect it to be this boring. When you have nothing to do, it's like, I am incapable of describing just how boring it can be. So if you don't stick around for long, that is completely fine. I understand. But That's actually why I'm streaming, is to chat with you guys while I do this. So that kind of helps alleviate some of the boredom while, chatting with you guys. So what I'm going to do in here is, actually, how tall is this roof? Nine blocks tall. Okay, so we need to make sure not this area is minimum of 9 blocks tall. Okay, make minimum 9 blocks tall. That'll remind me. We can toss this in here. And we're going to put the apples with the other crops. Just seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Where'd the seeds even go? No, fuck it. I still have plenty of watermelon. Wow, nothing. Come to think of it, making down here a massive farm would do well. Oh damn. I could make one half a tree area and one half crops, that would also work. What do you guys think? You think I should make this just for trees, or make half for trees, half for crops? You know, in a way it is shocking to see what I've done down here, because that just shows how long I've been down here. Excuse me. Welcome on in. This is part 3 or 4 to the underground challenge. Basically, you are given 5 days of prep and use those 5 days however you please to gain resources, and then after the 5 days you spend your life underground just to see how long you can be there. The moment you leave underground to go above ground for whatever reason, whether it be for resources or purely because you're bored, you lose. Fuck. I've gotten so used to the Vita version that I keep using the D-pad. This is a challenge that me and my friends created just because we thought it might be a little interesting to see how shit goes. And in a way, it is. And one of the biggest things that we were basically betting on was who we thought would lose first, and what we thought would be not only their biggest challenge, but our own biggest challenge. For me, I was thinking that I didn't gather enough wood. Well, I did manage to get the saplings to grow underground, so wood is not a problem. Now my biggest challenge is dealing with the boredom of being underground at all times. Animal, I apologize if I'm butchering your name, but how are you doing today? We're just mining out my strip mine area to turn it into a tree slash farm area. Just for, you know, extra resources. It's bad that just by looking at my mine area, you can see how long I've been here. This is just the first level of it, too. Welcome on in. This is, I guess, part 4 of the Underground Challenge. I haven't been streaming the whole thing, but I did stream chunks of it. So basically you have 5 Minecraft days to prepare, and after those 5 Minecraft days where you spend gathering resources, you are forced to live underground and see how long you can last underground. It's a simple challenge, but honestly, it's actually in a way quite effective because pretty much no matter what you do, you're kind of fucked in a way. You can go into a natural cave, but both of my friends who went into natural caves lost really quickly. They didn't get bored. They didn't get bored at all, but they lost really quickly. Me and one other friend who also entered the challenge have both decided to mine out our own homes underground. And I don't know about him, but I've done this for 19 plus hours, and my biggest challenge isn't what I thought it was going to be. I figured my biggest challenge would be running out of wood. As things turn out, my biggest challenge is dealing with the boredom that comes with living underground at all times. So, if you are lurking, thank you for the lurk. But if you are in like a chatty mood, feel free to talk. I am definitely more than happy to talk to you guys. I really do enjoy that. And with a game where I'm safe almost all of the time, it is the perfect game to just chat to. So far, just before stream and including stream time, I've been doing this for an hour and 25 minutes. Honestly, part of that was just making sure I had something to do when the stream started. Making sure the crops were grown, stuff like that. Simple stuff, but just takes a little bit of time. I also made sure that there were some trees grown, so that way when I start stream I can sit there and chop down some trees rather than just mining. Unfortunately, that did not last long. Fuck, you know, I just realized this would have been the perfect stream to see if I can play some Spotify for you guys while streaming. But I totally forgot. I might try that another day. It's probably gonna be a shorter stream than, or I'm probably gonna end stream at almost right after an hour maybe. I gotta be honest, I am getting tired. Of course, it doesn't help that I actually got up earlier than normal today. I usually wake up at about 1 on most days. Today I was up at 10. Me and my mom went to go get lunch, and I just didn't go back to bed after. Welcome on in. This is the Minecraft Underground challenge. So, if you haven't joined before, welcome on in. If you have, welcome back. Either way, I'm going to tell you what the challenge is about. So, you are given 5 days to gather resources, and after those 5 days you're forced to live underground until you until you go above ground for whatever reason, whether it be to give up or you need more resources. So this is a challenge me and my friends were doing, and we honestly did not think it would go the way it wound up ending. So one of my friends sat there and used his 5 days. He sat there and found a natural cave and brought some animals down into that cave with him. Honestly thought that was a really, really smart move on his part. And he also had some seeds and stuff with him, you know, that's how he attracted the animals, and he had some animals and a farm with him in his natural cave. Well, he was worried his main problem would be, I believe, wood. However, he failed at about 3 hours, and what wound up causing him to fail was he fell into the deep dark, and because he had some good stuff on him, he didn't want to just die and respawn in his cave. So he looked around for an exit for a while, and when he failed to find an exit, he decided to give up rather than just dying and continuing with the challenge. My other friend, who also chose to live in a natural cave, he had a massive ravine area to explore, and I do apologize. I know he really enjoys exploring, so I figured he'd last a while, because he'd have plenty to explore. It was basically a ravine inside of a ravine inside of a ravine. Unfortunately, during his prep, he totally forgot to grab a bed, so when he died, he respawned above ground. So that caused him to fail. So both the people who chose natural caves to do this challenge in have both failed. Me and my other friend both chose to mine out our own homes and live in those. He hasn't been on very much. He has like a little under 3 hours, I believe. And I am over 19 hours. Yeah, he has a little under 3 hours. And I'm at 20 plus hours now. Honestly, when I started the challenge, my biggest concern was I didn't think I gathered enough wood, and I was kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to get wood to grow very well underground. I knew I could get wood to grow underground, I just didn't think it would be very plentiful. Well, as things turn out, the wood is growing very well underground, and I have way more than I need. So that is, in reality, not a very big concern. What is winding up being my biggest challenge to deal with as far as this, Minecraft challenge goes, is dealing with the boredom of living underground for this long. I have had barely anything to do other than mine and farm for either wood or crops. There's very little exploration. In fact, the one natural mine I managed to stumble into, I managed to fully explore within one of my streams, I believe. I'm not sure if I was streaming that, but it has gone so long that the 19 hours I have been doing this, 20 hours I've been doing this now, is all blurring together. I don't remember what I streamed, what I didn't. It's all pretty much the same. And as you can imagine, that can get very boring. So, if this is not the kind of stream you would like to watch, that is completely fine. I understand. There are probably plenty of streamers right now playing Minecraft, but if you want someone who will sit here and chat with you, I'm more than willing to chat, and being that I am almost safe, well, I'm safe at almost all times, you know, please feel free if you want to chat. Let's talk. I am very happy to talk to you guys, and it's actually one of the main reasons I enjoy streaming. So what I'm gonna do is, I want it to be even, so what I'm gonna do is gonna make this like a little break room or something. So that way this whole area on this side is also the same length. Every area, it won't be the same length as on the other side, but what am I doing? I can use these. Just sit there and shovel them up. I can sit there and use them for fun. And with how boring it can be down here, a little fun is definitely needed. Ugh. Look at all this space. But all this is pure insanity. And I've already filled up, I believe. Are all of these chests full? God damn, 4 chests full of cobblestone. That is insane. Like, I've been down here for a long time, but god damn. Okay, being that over here has way more space, I'm thinking over here has the trees, and on the other side, crops. I think that'll do well, and I can hang, I guess, ugly chandeliers from the ceiling on both sides. Or on this side. This side can have torches on the floor. Crop area too. More trees. So on this side, I actually don't need it very high. I just need it high enough to hang some ugly ass chandeliers to provide some light. I can have this wall lined with chests, that way I have somewhere to put all of the crops. That sounds like a really good idea. Or I could do that in here. I might do that in here, actually. Then I have way more space just for chests. So what I'm going to do is then this whole wall can be just chests. Hopefully I won't be down here long enough to fill them all with crops, but if I am, then I have all the space I need for it, you know? Then over here I need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mining out the other half will be crazy, bro. All that space will need to be 9 blocks tall. Come to think of it, we'll probably end up with some space over there where it winds up making it where I might end up above ground, so I'm gonna sit there and create a little room down there for storage, so that way I can minimize the chance of me auto-failing because I have the sky above me. So what I'm gonna do, wall right here will be fine. I don't need a crazy amount of, well, that is kind of a crazy amount of space, but Man, this is a large room for just chests full of wood. Well, too late now. Look at all this space that'll be filled with trees. Man, just this area alone, and you can see how big it is. Not very big, but just this area alone. This is the amount of wood it's provided me with. How are you doing today, man? Hope everything's going well, man. That's not at all what I meant to do. Alright, we've knocked out the walls of my strip mine. Jesus, that took longer than I thought. Hopefully we can get some bone meal to make that grow, because I did not mean to hit it. You know, now that I come to think of it, I wish I didn't cook all those potatoes. I could have used them to create a larger potato farm, but c'est la vie. I'll end up with more potatoes anyway, so not like it's too much of a loss. I mean, when we get back up, you can see just the sheer amount of fucking potatoes I have. I've been doing this for 20 hours in total. That's including all the time I took mining underground, mining out sections of the house, just to have some parts, farming, chopping down trees, you know. Okay, what kind of plants will we have room for over here? I'm just using this to mark what I'm wanting to do. So I'm going to put that there. We'll have a row of water going all the way down. My friend who finds farming very peaceful and relaxing would fucking love what I'm doing down here. Fucking hell. Okay. This will help me collect each and every block that I've mined out. Not that I need them all that much, but still. We're gonna do it. Just because it is our stuff, you know. know, if I have a pathway to that room, and then have torches on each side of that pathway, have it like 3 or 5 blocks wide. If it provides enough light to this whole area, I won't need ugly ass chandeliers. That might be a really good idea, actually. Okay, and then all the way down. Okay. So we'll have enough room for watermelons on this side. I'm just gonna toss something like that in every now and again. Sit there and help the watermelons grow. Actually, right here. We're not going to make it any specific distance or anything. Just every now and again. this area will be for potatoes. Hey, kinda like my cat. Okay, this will essentially be the layout of the whole place. Over here will be wheat, potatoes, watermelons. Wait. Watermelons. Excuse me. This will provide me with hella food. Like if I had this much food in real life, I could feed my family for a week. Alright, 1, 2. And then this is the door. Alright. I think I'm gonna hop off for the night in a little bit and then go to bed. It's getting to the point where my eyelids are feeling heavy. What in the hell? There we go. I have no clue why, but this randomly came to mind. I find it funny that Dwayne Johnson will shit on Andrew Tate for his beliefs, which some of his beliefs I completely disagree with, but nonetheless, I don't shit on him for them. But then sit there and quote him. Like, bro, why quote him if you're gonna just shit on him? Like, you, just because you don't like him, you can still admit that he had a good quote, even if you don't like him, you know? It's not that big of a deal, it's a fucking quote. Especially since it was, because I've heard the quote that Dwayne Johnson was referencing, and I was like, seriously, bro? You gonna pretend like you didn't know who said that? Even though his name is fucking everywhere now? Like, bro. And what's funny is, I think Andrew Tate even called him out for it. Or maybe someone else did. And was like, seriously, bro? Like, you don't gotta be a fan to enjoy a quote. then again, it is Dwayne Johnson. He ain't exactly known for having a pair of balls. He's just known for crappy movies. Oh, and wrestling, of course. We can't forget his wrestling career. But I remember sending a tape video, and it wasn't a bad video, honestly. Nothing really controversial said in it, or at least I don't believe so. And I sent it to several people, including some people who were not Tate fans or absolutely hate Tate, and all I can say is I sent them the video and I was like, even if you hate the guy, you gotta admit, sometimes he does say something smart. Or something good, or you know. Some of them are like, no, that's not right. You know, Tate's always wrong. And it's like, really? You can't even admit that even a broken clock is right twice a day. That's if you view him like that, you know? But you know, sometimes even the dumbest of people can say some real smart shit. People will sit there and hate you without even understanding anything. And I think that's the issue. Now, Tate, I don't know. You know, he could very well deserve every ounce of hate that comes his way. But most of the time people won't even know what the fuck they're talking about when they say they hate him or hate someone else. They just know that they're supposed to hate him for whatever reason, or again, someone else. You know, this is kind of stuff that you could apply to anybody, really. Okay, I definitely will have enough dirt for this. Then it's just time to sit there and, you know, actually plant things. And we're gonna need to see how long this is, so we know how much seeds we need. So we started out with 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So 53. Okay. It's 53 long. So I'll need to sit there and make sure I have plenty of seeds and shit by the time I go to plant them. And this is the last row of dirt I need before I just need to use a hoe on the dirt and plant seeds. Actually, I'm gonna sit there and destroy all the torches in this area and then replace them so that way they're all lined up perfect, nice and neat, you know. Even if they're not like perfectly spaced in between everything else, you know, it'll still look nice. Because it'll be lined up with other torches. So as things turn out, I won't need ugly ass chandeliers. I just need to raise the ceiling just a little bit so that way it's not unbearably uncomfortable. We're gonna make it 54 on each. Why did I do that? There. So it's 54 on each row. It'll be nice and even. A nice even number. That actually looks pretty nice. Now we just need to plant the seeds, of course, and deal with this area. Destroy 9 blocks tall so that we can grow trees in this half. Okay. I need that to match that. So I can destroy this. There. Now the format matches. That was going to drive me crazy if I looked at it very long. Damn. No monsters. This area is gonna take way more time. But let's find out how many seeds I would need for each type. Let's see. 54 times 4, 216 seeds. $216 seeds per type of crop I'm carrying. Checkpoint. 64 plus 21. So we have 85 wheat seeds. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm gonna need for seeds underground. We can already get the watermelon farm started. Alright, watermelon farm started. I just need to sit there and deal with the crops enough to where the underground, or the former mine crop area is ready. And once it is, I'll have a massive amount of crops growing. What in the hell? Okay. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. This is the room of the friend that brought animals into his underground tunnel. After he failed, he decided to move in with me. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you later. And next time, hopefully, next time I continue streaming, I hope I already have the large crop area created. If not, I will sit there and create it with you guys watching. But hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow. I will be streaming on Twitch at _Comic_Geek. But hope you enjoy. Hope to see you next time, and I'll see you later. Bye.